Every day, morning and night, you go down to the orderly room and read the bulletin board, and that tells you what you're going to do, you know. Well, me and the radio operator, of course, enlisted men, we run together, same barracks. Well, anyway, we went down and read the bulletin board. Our pilot wasn't with us. He was in a different crew. We had a different pilot, and we was going to have maneuvers that night. Well, I told him, I said, let's go get the co-pilot and go to operations and tell them, you know, something screwed up somewhere. Well, we went down and talked to the fella, and he looked through his papers, and he said, well, I don't know how that happened, but that's the way it is. And I told him, I said, well, let's change it. He said, well, we settled, you know, and it's nearly, you know, late in the day. He said, let's wait till in the morning. He said, I'll change him tomorrow. I'll put him back with y'all. And you can't believe somebody, you know, troop car, when we dropped the troops, up under the bottom of the plane, we had hooks like Bombay has, you know, and in there was ammunition, food, and supply, anything they needed, the troops needed, we was dropping. So I had a trigger, you know, switch, and when I got the light, I dropped those bundles for the supply of the men, you know. Well, they were informed, like I say, he was with a different crew. He was up ahead of us in flight formation. I don't know, bunch of planes. And somebody accidentally dropped a bunch of them bundles. And he flew into it, crashed, and the plane burned. And I mean, it burned, because I went and got a Jeep the next morning and got the radio operator, and I said, let's go out there, you know, I want to see. Well, it was still smoldering, you know. And I had went to supply and got a little compass that had a nickel-plated case, a brace, and it had a snap lid, you know, snapping, and there was a little hand, you know. I said, let me pilfer two of them. I want to get one of my pilot. Well, he had it in his pocket, and I found that it had burnt the outside case off, and it left a little brace case, and the needle still worked, you know. And I got it out. It's still smoldering in places. I got it out of there, you know, and I've got it today.